Okay. So this is very important class, This is a very basic class of biochemistry, enzymology. Any idea about enzyme? Any idea? বলো বলো দাঁড়াও ঠিক আছে One thing remember, life without enzyme is not possible. In this planet Earth, there are billions of trillions of living organisms are there. This is because of the activity of enzyme. What is enzymology? The study of science of enzyme. What is enzyme? You may ask in the exam, what is enzyme? Remember, enzyme is biocatalyst. There is 4 words you should remember during telling about enzyme definition. Okay, enzyme are biocatalyst. They are colloidal in nature. They are usually protein in nature, except what I am telling later. Okay, and they are very specific on their action. That is, one enzyme acts on only one substrate. Okay, in our body, millions of enzymes there. Each enzyme have a specific substrate. Okay. One beautiful story written D.M. Vasudevan, you can go through this story. Story is like that. One rich man, he has 17 white color horses. 17 horse. Okay? And he has 3 sons and 1 daughter. Daughter is already married and he has a son-in-law. During his old age, he make a will to distribute these horses among his sons. Distribution like that. The eldest son, he will get half number of horses. Remember, 17 horses, among them half number, there is 50% horses he will give to his first son. Second, 1/3 horses he will give to second son, and remaining 1/9, 1/9 horses give to third son. After his death, the 3 sons start fighting with each other because how can they divide this 17 number of horses? Quite difficult, right? Then his son-in-law came into action. He said, I have a black color horse. You can count these horses also with your remaining 17 horses. 1 the 17 plus 1 is 18 horse. It is very difficult, very easy to divide. So half horse means 9 horse go to first son. 1/3, that means 6 horses go to second son, and remaining 1/9, that is 2 horses go to third son. Okay, 9 plus 6, 15 plus 2, 17, and then the left black color horses he take back. Enzyme is like working like this. This is a very beautiful story. You can go through this story. It is in D.M. Vasudevan. Okay. So enzyme work with the reaction, but it remain unchanged once the reaction is complete. Okay. কি বন্ধ আছে নাকি? So today learning objectives: definition of enzyme, basic property of enzyme activity, classification, nomenclature, and coenzyme. So as I told earlier, what is definition of enzyme? Everyone should remember this definition. Even in the textbook, it is not written properly. Okay? Please write this note. Remember the 4 words. Enzymes are biocatalysts. They are colloidal in nature. That means they can solve in water. Okay? They are usually protein in nature. They are heat level. That is, they can be destroyed during heating. And they are highly specific. They are specific in their action. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 words you should remember. One usually protein in nature, but except one thing. You can ask in the Viva exam. Please write down this. Ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA is also an enzyme. Can anyone tell me what is the function of ribosomal RNA? This enzyme. Ribosome. Anyone? What's No. No idea. Very good. She knows this. Ribosomal RNA is used for where? To making protein. They make peptide bonds among amino acids during process of protein synthesis. Okay, but this is not protein in nature, even though this is an enzyme. Okay, everyone should know this fact. They may ask you in the Viva exam. Okay. Look at this diagram. It is written as hollow enzyme. What is hollow enzyme? Hollow enzyme is the enzyme. The full structure of enzyme. It consists of, this is protein part. This one is protein part. This is called apoenzyme. Okay. This is apoenzyme. There is protein part. This is coenzyme. What is coenzyme? This is non-protein part. But this coenzyme can be easily separated by the process of dialysis. Okay. This is cofactor. Mainly some metal ion. Remember, magnesium ion, zinc, iron, copper, etc. They held together by a group that is called phosphoric group. Usually, this coenzyme is especially, commonly actually, B vitamins. What are B vitamins? Thiamine, riboflavin, nicotinic acid. You remember, na? Everyone should know this. Folic acid, biotin, cobalamin. These are actually B vitamins. They act as coenzyme or cofactor. I am telling you later. Just focus this structure. Some enzymes only have this protein part. Some enzymes only have protein part. They have no any cofactor or coenzyme. They have only amino acid sequences, though they can still work with substrate. Okay. So definition of enzyme. Please set the question 1 or 10. दादा तुम बोलो. You. Please stand up. Please read this definition of enzyme. You understand my language, na? বুঝতে পারেন আমার কথা? বাংলা জানো তো? বাংলা, হিন্দি, हिंदी बात नहीं आता। अच्छा बोलो, what is the definition of enzyme? Enzyme का definition क्या है बोलो? Very good. Please sit down. Okay. Next, आगे बढ़े. As I told earlier in the definition, everything detailed. These are all properties of enzyme. Almost all enzymes are protein in nature except ribosomal RNA. Remember, they are heat level. Most enzyme works in body temperature around 37 degrees Celsius. When the temperature rise above 42 degree temperature, they start denaturating. That is, the structure of enzyme start losing. Because enzyme are protein in nature, so they have peptide bonds. They have substructure, primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, quaternary structure, and they form three-dimensional. We will be teach during protein chemistry, amino acid chemistry. Okay. So when the structure is starting losing, the activity of enzyme also start losing. Once they reach above 70 degrees Celsius, the almost all activity is lost. Okay. These are water soluble. Because they are protein nature, those they can be separated by precipitating method, by ammonium chloride or trichloroacetic acid. And they are highly specific on their substrate. One enzyme work only one substrate. Remember, this is very, very important. Classification of enzyme and nomenclature of enzyme. Why it is so important? Because as I told earlier, there are millions and billions of enzymes in the world, in our body also. So it is very difficult to give name to each and every enzyme. Centuries ago, 200, 300 years ago, first enzyme activities discovered, like we have seen chymotrypsin, amylase, etc. And the scientists start putting their name. Once the discovery is more number of enzymes coming into focus. Then scientists given name by ASE on the substrate, like lipase. Lipase is substrate. Lipase is enzyme, sorry, and lactose is enzyme substrate, sorry, lactose is hydrolyzed by enzyme lactase, AAC. They start putting name AAC after the substrate name, but till the number is starting increasing. So about 1964, the scientists came into discussion that we have to give one nomenclature system for enzyme. So they given these 6 broad categories of enzyme classification. First 1 to 6, and then 2018 another name, there is transferases added. So right now this is 7 name. Everyone should do this because long question may come in your exam. Okay, this is very, very important topic. This is a broad classification. Just remember this sequence: OTH, LILT, OTH, LILT. Okay, OTH, LILT. By this sequence, you should remember this. OTH-LILT. O means oxidoreductases. T means transferases. H means hydrolases. L means lyases. I mean isomerases. Again L means ligases. And last translocases. Okay. Remember this OTH-LILT sequence. You should memorize this sequence. She is speaking. Are you okay? Huh? Please come here. Please sit down here. First group, oxidoreductase. Their common function is oxidation reaction. Oxidation means what? Anyone? Oxidation means loss of gain of electron. What? Loss of electron or gain of electron? Loss of electron. Very good. Reaction means gain of electron. So they react simultaneously. On substrate, they oxidize and they get reduced. Okay. One electron may be lost or hydrogen may be get. Hydrogen means very proton, hydrogen ion. Okay. Example. Okay, I'll tell you later. Before that, you should know about nomenclature. Go to this website. You can see thousands of enzymes there. This is website iubmb.qmul.ac.uk/enzyme. Go to this website and see this. You don't have to remember everything. Just go through this. Because in MBBS curriculum, it does not require. Just a curiosity I'm telling you, just go through this at least once in a lifetime. See this. Huh? This is called Enzyme Commission of the International Union of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. Okay, IUMBM. Here I can see oxidoreductases like this. You can see this is the broad name. This is first category oxidoreductase. This is subclass like acting on CHOS group. This is a subclass and this is specific name of enzyme. You can scroll down. Look at this. This is subclass. Okay, like a first enzyme, NAD or NADP as acceptors. No, they get divided like this. And this is a specific name of enzyme. By this way, the nomenclature started. So, like alcohol dehydrogenase, this enzyme is 1:1.1.1.1. EC 1 point. By this way, like gluconeoctane reductase 1.1.1.20. Okay, this is by this way nomenclature is done. Okay, you don't have to remember, just see this. Understand? You can go to this website, see this kind of nomenclature. Everyone has smartphone in your hand, just see. at least once. Oxidoreductases. These enzymes, how they work? They oxidizes one substrate with simultaneous reduction of another substrate. Example: dehydrogenases, oxygenases, peroxidases, reductases, etc. If you write this note, you get full mark in the exam. I guarantee you. With example, like alcohol plus NADH plus, enzyme is alcohol dehydrogenase. This is enzyme nomenclature. They give rise to aldehyde plus NADH plus H plus. Lactate dehydrogenase, enzyme name 1.1.1.27. Lactate plus NAD, they give rise to pyruvate plus NADH plus H plus. This is oxidoreductase. Okay? Next, transferases. They transfer one group from one substrate to another. Okay? These kinds of enzymes transfer one group except hydrogen ion. Why you are smiling? Why she is smiling? What happened? Please concentrate in class. Don't smile. Okay. Transferases. Example: transfer one carbon group or aldehyde or keto group, or acyl transferase or glucosyl transferase or nitrogenous or sulfur or phosphorus group, etc. Like this is a broad example. Like A, this is substrate, this is a group, this is another substrate with enzyme. They transfer this OH group from A to B here. Example: hexokinase, like glucose plus ATP, they produce glucose 6-phosphate plus ADP. Here, the phosphate group of ATP, ATP is a 3-phosphate group, adenosine triphosphate. They transfer one ATP from ATP and they transfer it to glucose and produce glucose 6-phosphate and generation of ADP. Likewise, AGOT or AGPT, serum glutamate oxide transferase. These are liver enzyme. In case of liver damage, these enzymes release in the blood, and you can see if you do LFT, you see the raised AGOT or AGPT in your blood. Okay. What happened? GARD, transferases. Okay. The basic function transferase, they transfer one group from one substrate to another substrate. What they transfer? Except hydrogen, they transfer one carbon group or aldehyde or keto group or acyl transferase or glucosyl transferase, nitrogen or sulfur, etc. or phosphorus group, etc. Okay. Example: hexokinase or glucokinase. AGOT or AGOT acid. Remember this. Transferases. So you understand nomenclature, classification. This is second, transfer. Next, third, hydrolases. Maximum digestive enzyme are in this group. Amylase, lipase, pepsin, chymotrypsin, lysosomal enzyme like protease, elastase. Okay, alkaline phosphatase are in this group. They hydrolyze the ester bond or ether bond or peptide bond or glycosidic bond with the help of water molecule. Example, acetylcholine plus H2O, enzyme acetylcholine esterase. They give rise to choline plus acetate. Okay, hydrolases. OTH gone, then what happened? What to come next? OTH, after that L. L means lyases. Okay, lyases. Please write this note. Even in your textbook, you can find this. These enzymes remove groups from substrate or break bonds or clip bonds without addition of water molecule. Like break carbon-carbon bond, carbon-carbon bond, carbon-oxygen bond, carbon-nitrogen bond, carbon-sulfur bond, etc. Example, aldolase. This is one reaction happen in glycolysis, aldolase. There are two types of aldolase, aldolase A, aldolase B. No, this is aldolase A actually. Its function is broken down fructose 1,6-bis-phosphate. This is 6 carbon atom molecule. They have broken down into 3 carbon atom glycerol 3-phosphate plus dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Both of them are 3 carbon atom. So aldolase break down 6 carbon fructose 1,6-bis-phosphate into 3 carbon each glycerol 3-phosphate plus dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Enzyme is aldolase. This group is belongs to lyases. This is the IUPAC numbering. Okay. Next, isomerases. Isomerases. This enzyme can produce optical or positional isomers of a substrate. Okay, like transfer of intramolecular isomers. They do not remove molecule from one substrate, rather they change intramolecular position. Okay, like intramolecular transfer of atom or ions, like mutases, epimerases, racemases, etc. Like thioplasmose isomerase. You can see the previous one. Glycerol 3-phosphate plus dihydroxyacetone phosphate, they can interconvert. by this enzyme, triose phosphate isomerase. Isomerases. Okay? Another example you can write glucose 1 phosphate combined to glucose 6 phosphate by phosphorus isomerase. Okay, isomerases. Next, ligases. Ligand means they ligate two molecules. This enzyme link bind two substrates together, usually with hydrolases of ATP. You know, when you try to bind something, it requires energy. Okay, energies come from ATP, hydrolases of ATP. Forming bond like carbon-carbon bond, carbon-sulfur bond, carbon-nitrogen bond, carbon-oxygen bond, or phosphoric ester bond, or nitrogen metal bond, etc. Example, acetyl coenzyme A plus carbon dioxide plus ATP with hydrolysis of ATP, they generate malonyl coenzyme A plus ADP plus phosphate. Enzyme is acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase. Another example you write down, DNA ligase, binding of newly formed strands of DNA. As I told earlier, ribosomal RNA, there is also in this group. Ribosomal RNA, they make peptide bond with two amino acids and form protein, primary structural protein. Okay, ligases. So difference between lyases and ligases, just opposite one. Lyase means they break with the water. Ligase means they unite with the water. Okay. Any question till now? Any question? No? Any question? Okay. And last one is, না সব লেখা হয়ে গেছে সবার? ঠিক আছে. Last one is translocases. This class of enzyme they added 2018. Previously it was in class 3 group. Now it come in class 7. Mostly this work when there is membrane like lipid membrane is enzyme required for transferring ions from one side to another side. Okay. We already teach now membrane transport. Class is what? Huh? Membrane transport. Okay. So this kind of enzyme work in membrane transport system. Like sodium potassium ATPase. Write down sodium potassium ATPase enzyme. The function of this enzyme is to repolarization of depolarized membrane. We will be teach in physiology lectures classes. Depolarization. What is polarization of membrane? Membrane actually inside negative minus 90 millivolt. Okay. When one signal is come, they undergo what is called Depolarization. First of all, channels get opened. First of all, sodium channel opened. Sodium came inside and the membrane become less negative, minus 90 to minus 70 like this. And then calcium channel open, and then calcium come inside and become more and more less negative. By this way, membrane lost this polarization. They came into depolarized state. And again, cell want to repolarize itself. Then this enzyme come into action. This enzyme throw out sodium ion, 3 sodium ion from inside to outside, and they bring back some potassium from outside. Remember, cell have potassium, lots of potassium present inside cell, but in the extracellular side, potassium level very low because potassium have to regulate tightly. What is the normal serum potassium level value? Anyone tell me? What is the normal serum potassium ion value? Normal range 3.5 to 5 milliequivalent per liter. What is serum sodium ion level? Normal 135 to 145 milliequivalent per liter sodium ion. Cell inside is highly negative. Okay, the cell want to keep this negativity, always keep the negativity. Transferases. Any question? Any confusion? Sorry? Value. Sodium ion 135 to 145. 135 to 145 milliequivalent per liter. Normal range. বুঝতে পারলে? Potassium 3.5 to 5. Calcium ion 9 to 11 milligram per dl. Okay. Potassium present mostly inside cell, sodium outside. Okay. You will be teach during your acid base buffer lecture details, huh? pH, acid base balance, sodium and potassium ion. Okay. So quick recap. This is class OTH LILT. Remember this sequence. OTH LILT. This is the sequence. Everyone should go through this. Remember this. Oxidoreductase. Oxidation direction. This is example. 2 example you can give. Right. Alcohol dehydrogenase, electro dehydrogenase. Okay. Apart from that, oxygenases, peroxidases, catalyzes, reductases. These are all in this group. Transferases transfer one group from one substrate to another. Example: glucose plus HB glucose 6 phosphate pi DB, SGOT, AGPT in this class. Hydrolases, most digestive enzymes and lysozymes. Alkaline phosphatase. Okay, example acetylcholine plus H2O, acetylcholine ester is enzyme. Okay, this is what? Neurotransmitter. Okay, present neurotransmitter. Acetylcholine. It will be taught later in physiology class, biochemistry class, medicine, everywhere. Lyases, they break without the use of water. Hydrolase is example. Isomerases like phosphate isomerase, intermolecular isomer form like mutases, epimerases, etc. Ligases, they ligate two molecules together like carbon, 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 sulfur, carbon, oxygen, etc. Translocases like sodium, potassium, ATPase. Okay, next. What is coenzyme? As I told earlier, briefly, coenzyme are part of enzyme. They held together with protein part with phosphoric group. So, if anyone asks you what is coenzyme, please say coenzyme are biomolecules, non-proteinaceous, dialysable substances. Okay, and they are low molecular weight, and they are heat stable. Enzyme are heat labile, these are heat stable. Most B vitamins are in this group. So this is heat stable, organic, low molecular weight, dialysable substances associated with enzyme action. Once the action is complete, this coenzyme can be detached from the enzyme part, and then they can again take part in another substrate. By this way, one coenzyme can work thousands of substrates. This is the reason vitamins are so important. Okay? Inside body, when reaction complete, the coenzyme release from a coenzyme and can bind another molecule, and one molecule coenzyme can take large number of substrate molecule with the help of enzyme. Example, B vitamins. Okay? Understand? Coenzyme? Look at this. Glycerolate 3-phosphate. This is enzyme glycerolate 3-phosphate dehydrogenase and generate 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate. Here NAD is used for NADH. Again, this NADH can go with another enzyme like formation of pyruvate to lactate. Lactate dehydrogenase. Here NADH can take part here. By this way, this one regenerated. Again, this can work with this reaction. Okay. Classification, coenzyme can be divided into two groups. Taking part of reaction catalyzed by oxidoreductases. This is donating or accepting electron or hydrogen ion. Like NAD plus, they generate NADH plus. FAD generate FADH2. FMN, FMH2. Next is taking part in reaction, transferring group other than hydrogen. Okay. So this is first type. Here, lactate, pyruvate. This is coenzyme. This is coenzyme. Here, you can see the second carbon. Look at this. This carbon is taken away by this coenzyme. Here, the extra hydrogen ion come here. By this way, they can transfer hydrogen ion. Okay. Coenzyme. Taking part in reaction, transferring group other than hydrogen, like glucose. Enzyme hexokinase, glucose phosphate, ATP had phosphate group transfer. Look at the structure of ATP. ATP. It has ribose part, adenine part. This is called adenosine. Sorry, adenosine. With 1 phosphate, there is AMP, adenosine monophosphate. 2, adenosine diphosphate. 3 phosphate means adenosine triphosphate. By this way, transferring 1 phosphate group. Okay. Example coenzyme. This is written by Vasudevan. I can take in this table from Vasudevan. This is an example of coenzyme. Coenzyme group transfer. You can go to this. Okay. Thiamine pyrophosphate transfer group hydroxyl ethyl. Pyroxyl phosphate transfer group transfer Avogadro group. Biotin, again this is B vitamin, transfer group carbon dioxide. Coenzyme SR group. Tetrahydrofolate 1 carbon group. Adenosine triphosphate phosphate transfer. Okay. This can come in short note. What is metal enzyme? Metal enzyme. This enzyme requires some metal ion for the activity like zinc, magnesium, manganese, copper, iron, calcium, molybdenum, etc. Example, zinc containing like carbonic anhydride. This can be asked in your Viva exams. Even MCQ can come. This is one of the most favorite question. Copper containing cytochrome oxidase, superoxide dismutase, often asked in Viva exams. Remember this. Okay. Iron containing like cytochrome oxidase, catalyze, xanthine oxidase. Calcium lipase. Zinc carbonic anhydride, carboxypeptidase, alcohol dehydrogenase, magnesium like hexokinase, enolase, etc. Okay, metal enzyme are nothing but metal containing enzyme. When metal come with enzyme, the activity increases. Okay. Metal enzymes. Cofactor. This is nothing but collective form of coenzyme in metal ion. This is a word, nothing but a word. Any question till now? Go through this very important topic. You should read this from your textbook. Next day I will try to teach you enzyme activity.